David Moyes admits West Ham's recent fixture list contributed to their poor display in the FA Cup at Shrewsbury but is relieved to be in the draw for the fourth round. David Moyes admits West Ham's recent fixture list contributed to their poor display in the FA Cup at Shrewsbury but is relieved to be in the draw for the fourth round. Furious West Ham boss David Moyes accused his players of lacking fight after they escaped from Shrewsbury with an FA Cup replay on Sunday. The Hammers needed Joe Hart to keep them in the competition after his saves from Matt Sadler and Sean Worley secured a goalless third-round draw in Shropshire. The Sky Bet League One hosts were the better side throughout, even though Moyes made just 4 changes from Thursday's 1-1 draw at Tottenham in the Premier League. And the Scot was upset with the Hammers' commitment at New Meadow. "I don't think we showed any quality and the biggest disappointment is I didn't think we showed enough steel," he said. Goalkeeper Joe Hart says he was grateful to the West Ham fan who lent him a cap during the first half. Goalkeeper Joe Hart says he was grateful to the West Ham fan who lent him a cap during first half. "When you come to places like this, you have to show yourself physically, that you can battle and compete. I didn't think we did that at all and that was the worst thing about it. Sometimes it's not easy. The conditions, the sun, didn't make it easy for the players to see things around them, but that didn't stop the fact that we didn't compete on a lot of occasions. Obviously if you compare Wembley and Thursday night, it's a big change. But it's a mentality thing." West Ham were held to a goalless draw by League One Shrewsbury on Sunday. "You've got to go and show that wherever you are, you've got to respect whatever players you're against and recognise it's going to be tough. For the first half especially, we didn't compete at all. The Hammers were fortunate to hang on after John Nolan shot over with 4 minutes left on the clock while the Hammers created nothing. The hosts were in charge for long spells and Moyes reserved praise for Hart, who started his career at boyhood club Shrewsbury and was recalled to the Hammers team after being on the bench for the last 4 games. Hart was West Ham's standout performer on his return to Shrewsbury. "Joe's been great. A couple of times people have asked me the question, but he's been very good," he added. "He's been number one everywhere he's been, but he's got somebody here in Adrian who's playing well. Joe will play a lot in the Premier League between now and the end of the season." Shrewsbury are second in League One and boss Paul Hurst felt the Hammers were there for the taking. Shrewsbury produced a resilient defensive display as West Ham drew a blank. "I've seen us do better, but we haven't come up against individuals as good as today," he said. "It sounds silly, but we've had tougher games and that's why I thought the game was there to be won. Wigan, Blackburn, we've got them to come in the next league fixture, and different types of games. I don't mean that as being disrespectful to West Ham, but I really felt the game was there to be won. It's easier said than done. You score every chance when you're on the touchline, but nerves play a part. We wanted to make it uncomfortable. The danger is you have all the hype and build up but then fall flat on your face. That didn't happen.